please.
Yeah, hey Mason, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Tell me about weathering that shooting flurry they had at the end of the first half. What was kind of the mood at halftime after they made the 4 threes in the final two and a half minutes?
We weren't really too worried about it. They're great shooters and everything, but we knew we just had to make a couple of adjustments, get closer to their shooters, and we knew that we would be able to take care of it.
You were 3 for 3, I think, from 3 today. What was working for you today in terms of your shot and whatnot?
Just ready to shoot. I was had my feet set, hands ready, and I was open on the indirect. Eric delivered a couple of balls on the money, and I was just ready to shoot.
Were they paying particular attention to Jaden off of those ball screens on those first 2 you hit there in the second half? Were they kind of guarding him different since he had such a big first half? Did that open things up a little bit for you on the backside?
Yeah, definitely. The big has to stay with him a little bit longer, and then my guy has to go bump our big rolling, and so that just leaves me with a wide open shot.
This is kind of the Big Ten, right? You gotta have to kind of grind them out, right?
Yeah, for sure. Every game is hard in the Big Ten. It's the best conference in the country, and it's a grind all season.
Yeah. You obviously weren't too hurt because you came down and scored at the other end, but it looked like you went down hard at one point. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just rolled my ankles a couple of times.
I'm good. Thank you, Mason.
Thank you.
Mike Carmen?
Yeah, it sounded like it looked like you didn't even want to come out of the game. Was that your attitude at that point?
Yeah, at first I felt like I was going to have to come out of the game, but once I came down, it kind of wore off a little bit, scored the bucket, and then was coming back down on defense. I didn't want to come out of the game. I felt like I could have stayed in. Coach subbed me out, and it was okay. So I was able to come back in whenever I was ready.
It looked like you came in pretty quickly. Was your ankle still throbbing at that point?
Yeah, definitely. I said it was throbbing the whole game, but it didn't really limit me playing, so I was okay with it.
What was different about tonight as compared to Tuesday as far as closing out the game tonight versus Maryland?
We just kept our composure. I think we lost it for a second, but we ended up regaining it. We ran what we needed to run. We had a little struggle getting the ball in at the end, but we weathered the storm and took care of business.
I mean, for you guys to close out the game without some of your major contributors, like Travion was, not in the game at the end. What, from a confidence standpoint, what does that mean for you guys as you continue to get through the Big Ten here?
I think our confidence will, not increase a huge amount. We've been talking about next man up with all the variety of things that could happen with Corona injuries this year. It's a crazy year, so Coach has been preaching to us just to be ready. Everybody needs to be ready and have the next man up mentality.
Did Jaden show you anything today that he hadn't already shown you this year?
Not at all. He's been doing it all year in practice and in the games.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else for Mason?
I've got a question for Mason.
Yep, go ahead, Tom.
Mason, you guys made 23 out of 24 free throws tonight as a team, and obviously 11 out of 12 in the last minute there to close it out. How much does that mean just to see all your teammates and such just knock them down one right after another to win a game?
Mm-hmm. It means a lot. It's great being able to trust your teammates, trust yourself to be able to go to the line, beginning of the game, end of the game, and just take care of business. I think that's one of the biggest things that'll help teams win in the Big Ten. It's such a hard-fought game, and if you can win those easy games within the game, it's hard to lose whenever you miss one free throw.
And Zach had to play a lot of minutes tonight with Travion. Can you talk a little bit about what he gave you, especially with some big blocks down the end?
Yeah, he's a dominant player. We need him. And, again, the next man up mentality. He came in and did his job.
Anyone else for Mason? Great.
Cool. Thank you, guys.